In this tutorial, we want to show you the function test for the corpus CPR. The function test consists of two important parts. One is a function check of the arm, and the other is a visual inspection of the equipment for damage. We can't cover any operator-specific equipment here. As an example, we will now take a look at the board and the stamp. The board should not show any external damage, especially around the edges. It doesn't look to have any, Verena. With the stamps, we look for cracks or any whitish discoloration. I'm checking quickly if the spare battery is here. During a function test, at least 4 LEDs should light up. 5 are lit here, and there is a battery in the device. Here there are also 5 LEDs lit up.
To finish the visual inspection, we check if the SD card is inserted. To do so, open the rubber lip here at the top. It is pretty tight. To make sure that it closes tightly, the SD card is there. Close the rubber lip up again. Now we'll get into the actual function test. To do so, take the arm and insert it into the board. It is important to make sure that the bayonet lock closes easily and that the arm is firmly attached to the board. That is the case here. It is then advised to hold the board with one hand to prevent the whole CPR from toppling over, as the weight of the arm puts it off balance. This is especially essential with the scoop board. Andy, could I ask you to hold on to that for me, please? Perfect. Now we'll turn our attention to the joints. To do so, we open the locking lever and check if all joints can move freely and are not blocked anywhere. That is the case here. Then we close the locking lever again and check that all the joints are firmly fixed. That is also the case here. Finally, before the device is switched on, check if the stamp can be easily affixed and if it noticeably snaps into place.
Now we turn on the arm. The LED briefly lights up white. We hear the small signal tone. The display shows there are no function errors or other error messages. So we can see from that the self-test has been completed successfully. After switching the arm on, a message appears that the locking lever must be opened. The next step is the stamp position check. To do so, we open the lever. Now we see a yellow LED. As soon as I put pressure on the stamp from below, the LED color changes to green. That is now the case here. If I keep applying pressure, it turns red. That is also the case here. As soon as I let go, the LED turns yellow again. If I wanted to start therapy now, it would not be possible.
Ist es nicht möglich?
An alarm message shows, and I have to close the locking lever. As soon as the locking lever is closed, and I want to start the therapy, it will work. And I don't have any error messages. After stopping and switching off, there should also be no error messages.
If you notice during the function test that the joints are stiff, do not lubricate them under any circumstances. Instead, just gently move them. If an error message appears on the display, we recommend restarting the device. If the error message continues to show or has already occurred frequently, take the device out of action and inform the person responsible. To complete procedure for the check, including a list, can be found in the instructions for use. Otherwise, if everything tested successfully, pack it up again, document everything to local requirements, and you're ready to go.